Hey guys, what's Crackalackinn? Helen here, and I know it's a little bit of a different video this week. It's not a vlog, so you won't really be seeing what's going on in my daily life, but I decided that I wanted to do something a little different, you know, spice things up on my channel a bit. And I thought, since I do a lot of DIYs and craftings on my own time, to do this series where I do DIYs for under $20, because, you know, you can make something pretty awesome for super cheap if you just put a little effort into it. So the first DIY today that we're doing, if you didn't already see in the thumbnail or the title or what I'm wearing now, are these hand embroidered t-shirts. In this case, I did two different designs where they're both Drake related. So this one was the 6-odd hand, and the one that Joken was wearing is the album cover for if you're reading this, it's too late. Anyways, yeah, so hopefully you guys like this. I don't really have a name for the series yet, so if you guys do have any ideas, feel free to let me know. And I hope we can stick this one out, guys, because I'm pretty excited for it. Look at how dope these are. And yeah, let's get right into it. Bye! Okay, to start off, get yourself a t-shirt. I got mine from H&M for $8, so it's just a basic white tee. Now get yourself an embroidery hoop, some embroidery thread, and of course an embroidery needle. Now I just use a sewing needle since it's just what I had, so whatever just works for you. So now you just want to do a quick Google search of an image that you want. As I mentioned earlier, I do the 6-god hands, and depending on the size of your design, you're going to have to probably do an advanced search like I did. Since my design will be pretty big on the shirt, you don't want it to be blurry when you copy and paste it. Now once you've found the design that you like, copy and paste it into a Word document or whatever document that you prefer and print it out so that you can cut out the design. Now just to mention, if it is your first time hand embroidering, definitely pick a simpler design than I did, because this was an absolute pain in the butt. Once that's all done, print out all of your sheets, make sure that the design size is the one that you want. I laid it over my t-shirt to make sure that everything was a-okay, because girl, once you start cutting these out, you do not want to be going back to your computer and changing the size to print it out again and cut it some more. So giving you a heads up. Now spend way too much time out of your life painstakingly cutting this design out of a piece of paper. But when you're done, lay out a t-shirt on a flat surface. I used a book as well, so it makes it easier for tracing, and then lay out your design onto the t-shirt. Once everything looks good, you can take a pencil or anything that washes off and start tracing out your design onto the t-shirt. So just an extra tip for those of you that are doing words, I wrote little numbers on the back of mine so that I would know where to put them and in what order, so that once you cut them out, you're not all kind of lost in figuring it out afterwards. Alright, we're almost at the part where we can actually start embroidering. We made it, fam! All the way up. Okay, sorry. Anyways, lame. So for those of you that have never used an embroidery hoop before, there is an inner ring and an outer ring. So the inner ring goes on the underside of your fabric. So position that and then make sure your design is where you want it to be. And then you take the outer ring and you put it on top. So basically the fabric is in between the two rings. Now there is a little notch on the outer ring. So once you have the design placed where you want it, you just tighten that up so it won't budge. So also another tip to let you guys know, make sure your shirt is taut so that it will make embroidering easier. But also the thing is, don't make it too taut, or else after you embroider and you take out the hoop, your design is going to look very wonky because your t-shirt was stretched so much. So just keep that in mind. This one's not a hard one to figure out. You thread the string through the needle. If you can't get that, pull through string. Got it? Good. So tie off the ends to make sure that your thread won't come out of the needle while you're embroidering. So for this project, I actually used a combination of stitches. It was mainly back stitching that I did, but to fill in the larger areas of the 6-god hands, I had to use a satin stitch as well as a long and short stitch. Now, if you have no idea in God's name what the heck I'm talking about, I'll leave some links in the description for you below, because I had no idea either, but they definitely helped a lot. So check them out, and also back stitching is probably the most common one, so it's very easy to learn. Now since I suck at hand embroidering so much, the back of mine looked like a hot mess. Like, she be getting too drunk at the club and picking fights with nobody and then getting her weave snatched. Kind of hot mess. So we need to rectify the situation right now. So basically what I'm doing here is just giving our hot mess a little bit of a trim. I did have big bunches of loose string here and there, but I didn't want to run the risk of cutting too much off and then de-threading my design. So I just kind of cut off the longer pieces of string as best as I could. Now this is definitely optional, so I got this pack of fabric glue from Walmart for like $5. This one specifically, if it will just focus, there we go. This one specifically helps prevent fraying of the string, so definitely try to get some if you can. So I basically just rubbed a bit of the fraying glue here and there wherever I thought that the string would come loose. Definitely don't use too much or else your design on the back is just going to become really hard, and then when you're wearing it, it's just going to feel super uncomfortable. Now once you finish gluing everything, make sure you let that sit and fully dry. But once that's all dry, you are all done and you got yourself a fly ass looking shirt. And if people come and ask you and we're like, yo bro, where'd you get that shirt? You could be like, yo, I made it. And they'll be like, yo bro.
Ryan Little.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It took a hell of a lot of time for me to make these, but they turned out pretty dope, so worth it. Anyways, I want to see what you guys think, so let me know. And also, if you decide to recreate them, show me the goods, man. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!